What's up, hockey fans and hockey fanatics out there? Welcome to the Hockey Lounge, episode 25. It is Friday, August 13th, 2021. Friday the 13th. Jason, that's all I can think of when I hear this day, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, right? Watch out for let's hope Momo doesn't make an appearance because the Black Cats ain't good today.
There you go. And she might even have a Friday the 13th goalie mask on today, so you better watch out. So what's going on, Up? What's happening out there in the NHL world?
Yeah, a little bit slower. I think we're all getting anxious for the season to start. Can't wait to get some hockey going.
For sure. So the daily wrap-up today, there was a few signings in the National Hockey League. I think the biggest one, and we were texting this morning, you actually sent it to me about the Joel Thornton signing to the Panthers. So we have Joel Thornton going to the Florida Panthers on a one-year deal for $750K. Up, your thoughts on Jumbo Joe landing in Boca Vista?
I think he's just going year to year to try to get a little bit extra money. I don't get it. He didn't do anything with the Leafs, trying to play a little faster up-tempo offensive hockey. Florida plays the same way. I don't think he's keeping up with the guys on that team. He's not going to fit in. It's going to be the same story as it was last year. He's going to be there to collect some money, and I don't think he's going to be making a difference.
Right. I just, the one thing that when I saw this signing, when you texted it to me this morning, it sort of boggled my mind because I know that Jumbo Joe's looking for that cup. We know that. And, he signed with the Leafs, and definitely, they were a legitimate Stanley Cup contender last year with the shortened season, the North Division and all that stuff. And, unfortunately for Jumbo, they went out the first round. We're not going to get into that. My question would be is that, yes, Florida had a great season last year. They look like they're taking the right strides. They're in the right direction. Are they legitimate Stanley Cup contenders? No. So I don't see why this would be even an option for Joe to go and play in Florida. I think he'd be chasing somewhere else that has a legitimate shot to win the Stanley Cup.
I agree, especially for that price tag. That price tag, you figure if anybody had any interest at all, there must not have been any interest from the Colorados, the Vegases, the Tampa Bays of the world, because you figure he could have landed anywhere for that cost, for that money. So why Florida? I'm starting to think that he had no options.
Mm-hmm. So interesting. Jumbo Joe is a Florida Panther. We have a guy you were talking about behind the studio right now. One of your, I guess, favorite players to discuss. We have Zach Rinaldo to the Columbus Blue Jackets on a two-way deal. No finances were released on his cap hit. But your thoughts on Zach Rinaldo finding his way to Columbus?
Well, if I was a GM that signed him, it would be a one-way contract straight to the minors, and it would be worth about $7. He's a guy, I remember when he was on the Flyers, he's probably the player I hate the most in the NHL. He just seems to be headhunting every time he's out there. To me, he serves no purpose. Columbus is the perfect team for him because they're not going anywhere. But who knows if he's going to stir shit every time they play a game, because if he plays with the big club, because I just think he's a goon. There's one thing on being a gritty player like Ryan Reeves and know how to play the game, but I just think Zach Rinaldo's just a goon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting where, again, it seems I don't want to see the game is going in that direction, but some of these tough guys, some of these headhunters are, I guess, finding their way back here. I really don't see the point of bringing him to Columbus. Torts is gone. That style, I'm not sure. What does he bring to the table? Not a lot. So you're right. It's definitely a questionable signing by the Columbus Blue Jackets. We have a Mason McTavish signing his entry-level deal with the Anaheim Ducks today. We've talked about the Ducks in the past. They're a good, young, upcoming team. A lot of good parts there. Trevor Zegras, Jamie Drysdale, Sam Steele, a lot of different things there. The insider is getting texts right now. Who knows what's happening in Jersey land? Fitzy might be texting up. What's happening in Jersey land?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He's just asking me opinion on something. I can't release it right now.
So, yeah, Mason McTavish signs his entry-level deal. The Ducks, not much to say about where they're going to go, but only up, I think.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You knew this was going to get done. High first-round pick this year. This was either going to get done today, tomorrow, the day after, next week. They had to lock him in. Good player. Good young team.
Right. Third overall pick in this year's draft to the Anaheim Ducks, and they are ready to quack just like they did in the original movie, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Okay, one of my guys that I am going to sort of talk about, and I'll throw it over to you, App, is that Robin Lehner, Mr. Robin Lehner. He has been shooting off his mouth for the last week or so, just saying some comments in terms of, different players, different goalies, different scenarios. He even threw out being a Toronto Maple Leaf. So just going to go over some of his comments here. And originally it started out with one of his comments it was a Q&A to Robin Lehner. And he was asked if he would have liked to be a Leaf. And he came out and just said, no, flat out. Okay. The next question was, I wanted to make pads this year, or he commented on this. I wanted to make pads this year with the famous Alan Walsh swords, but didn't get the okay. So he legitimately wanted to do like the sword through flurries on his pads. For me, it consistently goes on. He bashed Buffalo. Hey, you know what? There's a lot of bashing in Buffalo. But to me, this guy here is a jabroni. Like, he is a number one jabroni. I know he's got some mental health issues, but nobody wants to hear what Robin Lehner has to say. Nobody cares. He has never won anything in his entire life in the NHL. He won the Williams Jennings Trophy, and he has to thank Marc-Andre Fleury for that. Okay? Just play the effing game and shut the F up. I've had enough.
I agree with you. For someone to come out publicly and say that they've got mental health issues and stuff like that to start out with, and go down this road of starting to be in the public eye more this week than he's been his entire career, is I don't get it. And so it seems to me as if now all of a sudden they traded Marc-Andre Fleury away, and now he thinks like he's God. Like, hey, this is my show now.
Right.
Like the sword things on the pads, total disrespect to Marc-Andre Fleury. And like you said, he doesn't win the Jennings Trophy, no chance without Fleury there.
Yeah.
And he said it's not that he even dissed the Buffalo Sabres. He dissed the city of Buffalo, he dissed the city of Winnipeg and the city of Edmonton. He said all three of those cities are the team. He said, I heard players talk that those are the worst cities to go to or playing in the league. Like,
right.
Who does that?
Right. Right.
So yeah, he's just way out of line right now. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah. Like, I get it, he's a decent goalie or whatnot, but like, come on, like, enough's enough. And we don't want to hear from you anymore, Robin. And you know what? You're starting to become a jabroni on the lounge. And we know about the Vegas dirty nights, and you're just becoming as dirty as the rest of the crew there in Las Vegas. Okay, so we also have last topic for the show tonight. It's a quick daily wrap-up. Again, if you want to become a lounge member, hit that subscribe button below. If you want to like the show, slap shot that like button. We appreciate all the likes and all the viewers for sure. Okay, so the NHL sent a COVID memo to all 32 teams this afternoon. It was tweeted by Elliot Friedman, And the memo is any person whose job, role, position, or access entails or entitles them to have personal interactions within 12 feet with club operations personnel, including players, are required to be fully vaccinated. Up, your thoughts on that?
I agree 100% with that. Last thing we need is this stuff to start going through teams again and postpone and cancel games. You're talking about like, yeah, they basically said it. It was including the ushers, anybody that would come in contact, even if these guys walk by the concession stand people before the game underneath the stadium. It's basically everybody, and I totally agree with them. They want to have a full season, no interruptions, no issues. I don't blame them, because with the space they've left for the Olympics, those couple of weeks, the last thing they need is to postpone games, to cancel games, replay games. It'd be a headache. They don't have the time that they had last year. Now we're teams are in cities, all the cities, every week, every second day. So there's no time to fool around anymore.
For sure, I agree with you. You're going to have crossovers with the divisions. You're going to have Canadian teams going over the border, all that stuff. So definitely they have to be bang on with that. So again, viewers, we will be around if something breaks. Definitely if it's something big. We'll keep you up to date with our daily wrap-ups. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. Watch out for Friday the 13th. Have fun. Love hockey. And we will see you next time on the Hockey Lounge.